Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Yet another day within the United Kingdom and yet another place of study locked down. Yeah, some breaking news coming out of Reading College actually, as essentially a man has been arrested, a college has been placed into a lockdown, and armed police have swarmed the scene after reports of a stabbing. Now, there is, of course, some sources saying multiple, some just saying one. Either way, we'll go through it, dissect it all together. But as always, guys, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and get involved in the live chat. And let's go through this breaking news story erupting in Reading. So here, as you can see, guys, already coming out on X, as we know at this moment in time, and you can see that people are saying multiple people stabbed. We're seeing sort of GB News article as well, which is a fairly reputable source, of course, stating Reading College placed into lockdown after multiple people stabbed and a firework lit on campus. And we're also seeing the individual that has been arrested by armed police there as well. Incident near Reading College, one person stabbed, suspect in custody, police on the scene. And this is what the individual looks like, because we've only got a back picture of him by the looks of things as well. But let's get into one of the articles and try and find out what has been said. LBC on as well. Reading College is reportedly in lockdown as reports of a stabbing with heavy police presence and a police helicopter surrounding the premises. So let's have a little look as to what's being said here. This is the GB News article. Armed police rushed to the college with pupils placed into a lockdown conditions after a boy was injured in an alleged assault. Sources say fireworks were also lit on the Reading College campus in Reading, Berkshire during the incident today. Thames Valley Police has urged the public to avoid the area. A photo seen by GB News shows a man in handcuffs, which we just showed you there, being led away by officers. A police helicopter is circling above the campus, according to the Reading Chronicle. A Thames Valley Police spokesperson said, "We are aware of an assault with an injury in Kings Road, Reading. A boy has sustained injuries and is receiving medical treatment. Search activity is ongoing, supported by armed officers, and a visible police presence remains." This is what the students were shown on the sort of desktop, so to speak. Urgent lockdown. Please enter lockdown. This is not a drill. Please secure your rooms and keep your students in. I've never ever heard of a lockdown within UK schools ever. Never, ever, ever. And over the last week, we've already reported on two. One of those being a primary school. We advise members of the public to avoid the area at this time while officers work swiftly to resolve the situation. We will provide an update when we are in a position to do so. Images on social media show a large police presence at the college. An automated message on the college phone line said this afternoon, "We are currently dealing with an incident at Reading College where one student has sustained injuries not to believed to be life-threatening. Their family has been informed, the police have been notified and are present. Please be reassured that all actions have been taken to ensure students' safety." So we're seeing what that looks like in terms from the statement there. It looks like one guy has sustained injuries, but a lot of other articles are stating that multiple people, as you can see here, multiple people being stabbed and a firework being set off. However, in terms of the whole outlay of the story, we don't really know as of yet. We're just seeing, but the stabbing epidemic in this country, we talk about it every time we come on a live stream, is out of control. But then you've got Sadiq Khan saying London is the safest. I know Reading is separate to London. However, I'm trying to make a point of it from Sadiq's point of view, that he says that knife crime isn't a thing. Knife crime is absolutely rife. And in fact, knife crime is something that we're seeing everywhere. Earlier on today, horror as a woman in her 40s stabbed by another woman outside busy Asda supermarket as cops hunt suspect known to her. Armed police also reporting to the scene at Asda after there was a stabbing there also. So again, every single day we're starting to see sort of stabbings happen. And this one, as stated, was in Asda, where armed police came to the scene, and another one here at a college. But I think from the start of 2025, test it yourselves. Type in lockdown, I suppose, on British Stand, And look how many videos we've made on colleges, primary schools, secondary schools being put into lockdown due to an imminent danger. Never heard of a lockdown before in all my life. This is the first ever time, or this year, or certainly over the last year since I've been reporting. And I've always kept a close eye on what happens in the news even before I started this channel. I never really seen lockdowns ever happen. Once in a blue moon, maybe, but this is coming week. There's like a weekly occurrence, and especially with knife crime. Kids, children, secondary schools. We've seen the boy in Sheffield, of course, got stabbed to death at a school in Sheffield. We've seen countless examples. That machete incident at a college in London. Many where knives are being brought to schools, and of course incidents where students or pupils being stabbed as a result. It's just modern day Britain, unfortunately. This is just how we're living. And we don't have to live like this, but unfortunately this is the way we are living, which is absolutely frustrating to see. There is no more news. Let me try and find the latest, see if there's any more images with regard to this as well. And see if we get any more news. But I'm not going to click on a BBC article. But as you can see, armed police swarm UK after stabbing with building on lockdown. Armed police storm college campus in Reading after boy injured. I always love to see how different publicists, depending on their... Oh, big shout out to Zippy Reports. Thank you. How people report on these sort of situations depending on their political leaning. If you look to BBC, well, I just seen something there about BBC's reporting. BBC don't appear to be covering this, but local news source is giving live updates. The BBC has an agenda. The BBC has an agenda, ladies and gentlemen. Members of the public are being advised to stay away. So again, this looks like a developing story, and of course we'll keep you up to date as the day goes on if there is any more developments. But for those of you just tuning in, Reading College has been placed into a lockdown. Armed police have swarmed the area. Some reports report multiple people stabbed. What we do know is that one boy has sustained injuries. Police have made an arrest. And that's kind of it at this moment in time. So we'll wait and see what further developments come our way. But let's get into the live chat, guys. I do want to take your reaction because I find myself here. It's probably going to be here next week, this weekend, Monday, reporting on yet another. So it's just something that we just see on a day-to-day basis. Firstly, I want to say thank you to Debbie James, again, as always, coming in clutch for the subscribers, sending 5 British Dan gift memberships, absolute legend. And No Comment also wants to do the same as well. Big shout out to No Comment for sending 5 British Dan gift memberships, and welcome along, guys. Thank you for becoming members, and thank you for helping the fellow subscribers out as well. Thank you very much for all of your generosity here on the live stream. How much more will it take? How many more families are grieving after losing loved ones? It's beyond comprehension. Facts. And we're in for something interesting tonight as well. I have a real bad feeling of what's going to be going down tonight in Birmingham. I really do. So that's probably to come our way as well. So it's probably going to be a busy day of reporting on stories. I mean, the scenes in Birmingham last night, by the way, something out of a war zone. Out of control individuals. And we're hearing reports of fireworks being fired here as well. Now, what's going on? We're seeing Birmingham youths firework each other, firework police officers. Now we're seeing individuals go to college and bring fireworks. I mean, I think when I was about 8 years old, I was scared of fireworks, funnily enough. But as I got older, no kids would ever fire fireworks at each other. You was taught the danger of doing something like that. Now it just seems like, I'll just bring it to college and start firing fireworks at people. And then in Birmingham last night, the chaos erupting is absolutely bonkers. Birmingham's a shit pit, by the way. Honestly, looks really, really horrible, Birmingham. And tonight it's probably going to be the setting and the scene for absolute chaos. Utes. I don't know why. I think because I heard it in the video when I was reporting earlier. Don't worry, I don't speak like that. Youths. The youths. Cancelled my TV license yesterday. The guy on the phone kept trying to trip me up, asking what kind of live content I watch. I didn't give him anything, but I also had to wait 35 minutes on hold. Well, if there's anyone watching the BBC following their escapades over the last couple of weeks, the last week, their expose with Donald Trump and the Hamas in Israel, then that, come on, wake up. They're giving you propaganda, the psyop on you. This is the way of trying to keep the mainstream media psyoped. The general public psyoped. You're programmed. You're programming. Tune in for your daily programming from the BBC so they can sway your opinion. Just before the 2024 election with Donald Trump, they're trying to make him, demonize him. That's what they were trying to do because they had their agenda that they want to push, that Trump was a bad person. They knew exactly what they did. They took the two clips, put it together to look like he was inciting violence, which was complete fabrication, to put it out to their millions of viewers. And believe it or not, whilst you guys don't watch the BBC, you tune into other sort of publicists and whatnot for your news, there's still millions in the UK that still do watch the BBC. So when they see that thing of Donald Trump, they're then programmed to believe that Donald Trump incited violence. So they'll be sitting in their local pubs and going, did you hear Donald Trump? Yeah, he was inciting violence. He told them we're going to fight in the Capitol, etc. And then you get those people that push those narratives, and it works from the BBC's standpoint. And as stated, millions of people in the UK still haven't woken up and still tune into their daily programming session from the BBC. What time is that at? 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock news, ready to go. And PSYOP, you ready for the rest of the day? You can still have a TV without a license. I mean, the BBC's sort of gate to try and get onto their iPlayer is like having a What's-It as a padlock. Do you have a TV license? Yes or no? Simple as that. And then you can watch everything, even if you didn't have one. Why don't the BBC take adverts? Well, because you pay their subscription. Well, there is no subscription. Well, because multiple people within the UK are made to pay the TV license, which covers their expenses. It's meant to be an unbiased channel to deliver unbiased news to the rest of the world. But they have a clear left-wing bias. And it's actually going to the side of ultra-left-wing bias, which is also a very, very dangerous precedent that they're setting. The Saxon says it's becoming a daily occurrence, especially at schools, especially at colleges. Lockdown. Did any of you people hear about a lockdown at your school? And I'm not that old. I'm only 29. Never heard of a lockdown ever before. Not getting a penny from me. Do they still send letters to people's houses? We're going to be coming to see if you've got a TV. Yeah, what's happening? Basically, essentially, Reading College has been put into a lockdown after reports of multiple people or multiple stabbings, although one person has been confirmed to have been sustained injuries. Not said it was stabbed yet. One man has been arrested, and armed police are currently swarming the area in Reading. And that will probably leave us there for this sort of breaking story, guys. As always, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I have a feeling we're going to be fairly busy tonight ahead of the game against Maccabi Tel Aviv against Aston Villa within the Europa League. So do get your notification bells on, hit subscribe, and we'll keep you up to date as the night goes on. Thank you for tuning in.